Well, ladies and gentlemen, the wait for the first 500-mile electric vehicle shouldn't be much longer because Lucid has sent out invitations and now they're saying that the first official Lucid Air deliveries, of course, of the Dream Edition, which can either be the performance variant with 1,111 horsepower or the range variant, which estimated by the EPA goes 520 miles on a charge, will officially start delivering to customers. And there's been a lot of skepticism, especially after that last EPA report. A lot of people saying the numbers didn't add up. I was indeed one of them, and I think since then we've learned a lot about how the EPA kind of miscalculates a lot of information, basically counting a lot of the energy charged from the wall before the vehicle actually starts driving, and the watt hours per mile don't really exactly line up with the actual battery capacity. But with these invites going out, Lucid Air has been fairly upfront that these batteries are 118 kilowatt hours, which is a tad higher than they originally expected, but definitely not as much as I think a lot of people were speculating based on the long range numbers. You know, while I'm not a diehard fan of the design and I'm not really that interested in the business model of just catering to, you know, the Mercedes S-Class of EVs, because I feel like we've got enough expensive luxury electric vehicles and we probably would like some more attention diverted towards making things more affordable instead of breaking all-time high electric vehicle price records. Despite all of that, I still do have the benefit of the doubt for them. I don't think that they're necessarily a scam company like many people do. They've had prototypes, they've been testing them for a long time, they have an operational factory, and now they're coming forward with pretty obvious and clear numbers. Like, if deliveries are really 2 days away, unless something goes horribly wrong and they end up delaying these another 3 weeks or something, for them to say that these cars have 118 kilowatt hours and then they actually end up having, I don't know, 130 or 140 kilowatt hours, that would be a pretty dang bad look and pretty stupid of them if they ended up coming forward with these numbers, even though, like, okay, your first delivery is going to be in 2 days, but we're openly lying about what the battery capacity is. So I have a hard time believing the people at Lucid would do something that drastic or that dumb. So there's going to be teardowns, there's going to be people looking into these vehicles once deliveries begin, and of course, whoever takes delivery of one, I'm sure is going to have the media and the press flocking around them, wanting more close-up images and wanting to look around it to find out more about the vehicle and its specs. But even though the battery capacity is technically larger than the Model S, it's like 18% more kilowatt hours for more than 18% more range, which I think should be applauded and is pretty dang impressive, because I don't think a lot of people have understood the idea that even if you were able to add 18% more batteries and doing that added 18% more range, that's still an improvement in energy efficiency. That's still a really good thing, because it means you added some batteries, you added some weight to the vehicle and retained the exact same watt hours per mile, which is not easy to do. Typically, the heavier the vehicle and the more batteries it packs, the less efficient it is because, of course, it weighs more. So if Lucid's claims actually hold up and the EPA's numbers are accurate, they created a vehicle that is likely heavier than the long-range Model S, but can still go further on a single charge. So I think that's an impressive milestone. By technicality, that's going to be the longest range electric vehicle ever. So I'm very excited to see these deliveries officially begin and to get some real-world road tests to see how the range actually can be. But are they a threat to Tesla? Are they going to be competitive in the EV auto space? I have a hard time believing that, because the average selling price of Lucid's vehicles is just so much substantially higher than the average selling price of Tesla's vehicles, and Lucid, I think, has more of the, like, Apple mentality of designing vehicles, of like, we just want everything to be perfect and we want the most excruciating attention to every single detail, whereas Tesla, I think, is going for more of the production capacity scaling. Like, they've got their eyes focused on, we need to ramp production and we need to find ways of drastically improving the number of batteries we have to make. So I think that both companies can comfortably coexist. I think there's too many people out there that are convinced Lucid is coming and they're gonna kill off Tesla because the range is higher, and there's too many people out there that are like, no, Lucid is going to die because Tesla is substantially better and they have much longer range and higher production capacity and they have better autonomous driving software and they have a better charging network and they have more vehicles to choose from. Yeah, the other side's got a few more arguments, I would say, but I think it's still totally possible to be a fan of both. So I'm very excited to see first deliveries begin. I'll be watching them very closely, and of course I'm very excited for whoever the first batch of customers will be that take deliver of their Dream Edition vehicles. Let's see you drive that thing from 100% until it's 0 and tell us how far it gets, because I know Tesla doesn't hit their EPA numbers either, but it's still going to be impressive to see how far an EV can truly go. So thank you everybody who's been supporting me on Patreon through the Tesla Fund. We really do appreciate it. Gets me one step closer to doing my own range testing on this channel to document for you guys, so really means a lot. Thank you. And for everyone else, of course, thank you for watching. Hope you have an excellent rest of your day. Take care.